What's good, Bears fans? What's going on? What's going on? What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of BearsMediaCo. I am your host, Brent C. And guess what, Bears fans? I'm still on high of beating those Detroit Lions. Now listen, so far this year, there has been so much talk about who will be the Chicago Bears starting quarterback in 2024. Now you know as well as I do, Caleb Williams has been the talk of the town and Twitter X. Let's not forget that. You know Bears fans have been debating this for the last 4 to 5 months, and there is no end in sight. Now, for me, I'm going to lay it on the line right there for you. Justin Fields is my guy going forward, and I'm sure Ryan Poles, our general manager, the guy who's calling the shots, I'm sure he feels the exact same way. And why is that, Bears fans? Well, for one thing, Justin Fields has improved statistically from last year, plain and simple. He's, with 4 games left in the season, he is almost equal to the same amount of yardage. I think he's only 432 yards short of what he threw last year. And like I say, with 4 games left, he can definitely meet and beat those throwing yards from last year. So, let's look at it, Bears fans. What do we want from our quarterback? Well, one thing, no turnovers. Now we know that Justin Fields had problems early in this season, and for the most part, he's cleaned all that up. What does it mean for our team as a whole? Well, fumbles, 2 on the year. Now I know it is looked at, two fumbles lost this year. So an improvement over last year, without a doubt. I do believe last year that, he had quite a few. I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but I can tell you this. With only 2 this year, the security of the ball, looking better. Now, what about the interceptions? We're going to get all these negatives out of the way. Last year, Justin Fields threw 11 interceptions. This year, only 6 interceptions. That's a vast improvement, and I guarantee you this, it can only get better. Why? Well, with the upcoming draft, I am sure we're going to get a more dynamic pass catcher, someone, say, tall, let's say someone physical, and definitely someone who can come in and be wide receiver 2 for a little while, and then wide receiver 1 with time. I'm not going to go out there right now, Bears fans, and tell you who I'm looking forward to, but stay tuned. I got something for you. Believe me. Now, going into the holiday season, you know that as Bears fans, we got to have our gear. So, VR Media House, Reggie B, roll the commercial, please. Bears fans, are you ready for the holidays? Well, BearsMediaCo, in affiliation with Fanatics, a great sports brand, is looking to offer you discounts from now all the way up through the holidays. So, whether you're looking for a jersey from old school Dick Buckus or someone new like our QBs, Justin Fields and Tyson Bagent, we got you covered. Fanatics is a great brand, and I also buy stuff from there. So check it out. Whether you're looking for jerseys, t-shirts, sweatshirts, something for the home or office, and even for the tailgate. Click the link down in the description and get yourself something nice for the remainder of the football season. And we'll see you on the next one, right here at BearsMediaCo. Now, Bears fans, comparing last year to this year, let's say Justin Fields still the great dynamic runner that we know from last year? Well, he's not going to equal those numbers from last year, that's for sure. After rushing for over 1,100 yards last year, so far this year, he has 48 rushing yards. Now, not a whole lot, like I said, based off from last year, but gotten us some very crucial first downs, especially like against the Minnesota Vikings when we played them, which led to leading the charge to get us in place for the game-winning field goal at the end of the game. Listen, Bears fans, Justin Fields may not be the passer that we have been wanting since the beginning of the season, but I can tell you this, he has definitely improved in his clutch time, awareness, and passing. So, Bears fans, Justin Fields has improved this year, and I believe with better help on the offensive line, as well as a number 1.2, or I should say a 1B option in this year's upcoming draft, next year's upcoming draft. Hey, we got something brewing here in Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. And let me say this also to those Atlanta Falcon fans out there who've been chirping at me, your time is coming. Your time is coming. So hold on to your feathers, because our Bears are hungry. So beware. Now, Bears fans, as you know, we have been very up and down about our QB1. Beginning of the year, going up against Green Bay, didn't have that bad a game, but in the end, we lost. And you know as well as I do, we were, as fans, extremely hyped about this upcoming season. And in that game, well, it just didn't work out for us, Bears fans. As you know, Justin Fields threw an interception to seal the game for Green Bay. And a few games after that, against Denver, in a game where we were driving, he threw another interception looking for Cole Kmet, and it just did not happen. Now, interceptions over the last couple games, zero interceptions. So he's protected the ball. And granted, like I said, 2 fumbles. I believe both of those came against the Minnesota Vikings. But all in all, hey, he has improved from last year. And that is something that we've all looked forward to. Now, I, as well as I'm sure quite a few of you, have said, hey, when are we going to get our 4,000-yard passer? Well, we're not going to get it this year. Well, even after Justin Fields said, hey, why not him and why not this year? Well, after missing 4 games, it's not going to happen. So, you know, things happen, Bears fans. Being the quarterback in the NFL, you know you can get injured. And one thing I can say, with our QB, referees are definitely not giving him any calls. I mean, Justin Fields has received some very questionable late hits from opposing defenses. But one thing I can say, especially in that Detroit game, his teammates were ready to battle it out. And against the Detroit Lions, listen, when I do believe the linebacker from Detroit pushed Darnell Mooney down after he was clearly out, and you saw our new acquisition, Montez Sweat, go there and give him that knowing push of don't play with our player. Not with my teammate, no sir. So let me tell you something, Bears fans. That edge is there. And also, you can see our big guy, Tev Jenkins, he has let it be known multiple times this year. You got to respect my QB. And even once, I can say at least, even Braxton Jones got in there and had to put a hand on someone to let them know, hey, that is not what we do here, right? So, Bears fans, let me tell you something. We are growing. And right before our eyes, Justin Fields is growing right along with us. Now, is it as fast as most of us thought it would be? Absolutely not. But he has improved. Now, one of the big things last year, Justin Fields his completion percentage was at a low 59%. 59%, which was 5% less than what the league average was last year. Now, this year, he is throwing the ball with a completion rate of 63.5%. Bears fans, that has been great for us. Now, I know starting off 0-4 kind of dims the light on Justin Fields, but whatever the case may be, right now, he has led the Bears to back-to-back wins. And with 4 games left, I'm saying, even though I said we're probably going to lose against Detroit, I said we would go 3-1. Well, heading into that Cleveland Browns game, hey, with a old Joe Flacco, maybe, just maybe, with our defense playing great, Justin Fields can get in there and maybe light him up for, say, 320 yards. Maybe. Now, look, we all know Cleveland has a great defense, especially on that defensive line. But outside of that, hey, I don't know anybody on that defense outside of Myles Garrett, So, listen, we have a big game, and Justin Fields has 4 games in which to show us that, hey, he will be our QB next year. And more importantly, Bears fans, he will be that quarterback leading us into the playoffs next year. Now, as you know right now, we are only 1 game back of the wild card. And guess what? Our last 2 games of the season against the Atlanta Falcons in Chicago and the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau, we have the chance to even make the playoffs and play spoiler against those 2 teams right there. So, Bears fans, let me know what you think down below. Give us a follow, give us a like, and more importantly, hey, go check us out on all social media. We are on all the big ones. You know, we got the Facebook, the Instagram, and the Twitter. So come on over and head on over to our website and hey, check out some of our commentary that we have going on over there. Listen, we have 4 games left, and as I always say, opportunity is there for the taking. And more importantly, the opportunity for our Chicago Bears to possibly sneak into the playoffs is right in front of us. So we know that it's a team effort, and more importantly, one way to guarantee that we make the playoffs, that we get 4 straight wins, score more points than the other team. Now, I've said it before, we have a great team. Now, they just have to finish out the season playing like a great team, and more importantly, our QB1, he has to go out there and show us that, hey, he can lead this team through the gauntlet of teams that we got on our schedule. So, Bears fans, let me know down in the comments what you're thinking. Let me know what you see for our last 4 games of the season. And let's talk about it down there in the comments. So, with that, as always, from me to you, saying goodbye, I always say, peace. We'll see you in the next one, Bears fans.